Hello everyone, and welcome to a new edition. I just need to move the microphone so it's actually in front of me. There we go. A new edition of looking at board games. I haven't actually thought of a proper title for this, but anyway. This time we're looking at this one. Nice big box. Alright, so yeah, Unfair. So, Unfair. Just reading on the box, ages 14 and up, 2 to 5 players, and takes about 25 minutes per player, which, yeah, is probably about right. So, in Unfair, I'll just put that aside for now. In Unfair, you try and make a amusement park. So I'm going to bring this up. There we go. So, I'm just showing you this from Tabletop Simulator. So, in Unfair, depending on the number of players, each player is going to pick one of these themes. So, at the moment, there are gangster, jungle, ninja, pirate, robot, and vampire. So, each player is going to pick one of those. And then, I mean, in this situation, you drag them out of these pouches obviously in the board game, they're already in their group. So, yeah, I will pull a couple of these out. What's that? Blueprints, probably. Blueprints over there. Oh, sorry. Alright. So, loan. Oh, so many cards. Alright. I know there's one more lot of cards here. Yeah, that'll do. So that's 6. Close enough. It's meant to be 8, but that's close enough. Alright. So, in Unfair, as I said, so you'll get drawn 5 of these at the start, which are basically your... Well, this one's just against the theme, so let me pull out something else. Here we go. So this is a hotel. So this is an attraction. You can have 5 attractions and 1 super attraction. Super attraction is one of these cars, slightly different color. There you go, super attraction. Also says super attraction on it, which is helpful. So let's say I've built this, then I get this gangster theme. Then to make this hotel worth more points at the end of the game, I can make this a gangster theme hotel. I think I can put that on hotels anyway. Pretty sure you can. Without actually having the rulebook in front of me, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can. Alright. So yeah. Basically, so, this tracker is a round. There are 8 rounds. So I'll just run you through a regular round. So you would draw one of these at the start. These are event cards. Then you'll go to this space and pick the top one of these. Blue ones are generally pretty friendly as you go down. These red ones are generally quite unfriendly. So blue one, for the first 2 loans you take this round, gain double the usual coin value. So yeah, great. This one, I'll show you this one. So lose half of your available coins. Rounded down, you may not put coins into an offshore account this round. So yeah. Now these you can block if you have the appropriate card. So that is a red, I'm not sure what you call that, it's red justice building, I guess. So if you have a blue version of that in your hand of event cards, then you can block it and it won't affect you. Not going to go through the whole deck trying to find one though. Next is play an event card. So this event card that you've just gained, you can decide whether or not you want to play it. So this one, there's two halves to it. Top half is generally, friendly. Bottom half is generally unfriendly. So this one, draw 3 park cards, discard at least 3 park cards from your hand, and gain 3 coins for each card discarded this way. If you wanted to do the bottom half, choose a competitor and steal half of their available coins rounded down. So there you go. So yeah, you can either play that or keep it. Then you move on to your 3 park steps. So these actions can include drawing a card from this marketplace, where there would normally be 6 of these cards. You can take 2 blueprints, 2 event cards, or 2 park cards, but you have to discard one of them. You can build a building, or if you absolutely have nothing that you think you can do, you can take petty cash, I think it's called petty cash, and it's basically 1 coin, only 1, for each attraction you have open. So even if you have a maximum build count, you're only going to get 6. So pretty shitty, but if you have nothing else you can possibly do, that is your last resort. You then do that a second and a third time, and there are instances where an event card or another card may let you do it for a 4th time. You then go to guests. Now guests, you get money, which you equate to the star value. So if I had this, I'd get 4 coins plus the main gate, which I'm pretty sure has a coin value as well, so I'd get 5 coins at this time. That gets maxed out at 15, guest capacity 15. Now you can have stars equal to more than 15, because that matters at the end of the game for scoring. But unless you have a card that says guest capacity increased by whatever number, 15 is the maximum coins you're ever going to get. Now, other things you can do is take this loan. So doing this on this first turn, when you get double the coins, would be probably a pretty good idea, because it's usually only worth 20. So a super attraction is worth 20, so you would normally, and this is a pretty common sort of game plan, max out your loan, then build a super attraction when you can. You can only build a super attraction once you have 5 stars in total, 5 stars of value in your park, and then you can build a super attraction. So you can't do it right away, have to wait until you got at least 5 stars. But let's say, for instance, I did have 5, and then I'm like, alright, I'll take a full loan, build this during this turn. But if I did that, I'd also lose 40 points. So yeah, but during this round, with the double value for loans, I could potentially only lose 20 points, get the same value, or I could max it out, get 40 coins, lose the 40 points. I'm only losing a point per coin, basically. So yeah. So, blueprints. Let's have a look at these. So this one, if you got this blueprint, it's insanely hard. And I can see why, because it requires you to have no loans for the bonus part. But any super attraction with a gangster theme, well, if you're lucky enough to get drawn this one, I've just completed that. And any hotel with any quality upgrade and a gangster theme icon. Well, I mean, I've randomly pulled out a gangster theme icon. Let's see if there's a So quality upgrades, let's see if I can find one in here. There we go, quality upgrades. So these are quality upgrades. There you go. And unlike other upgrades where an attraction can only have one of that type of upgrade, so if you give your hotel air conditioning, it can't have another lot of air conditioning. It can have multiple. Like this one has a couple of ticks there. So the first one is restrooms, the second one is air conditioning. If you find more ticks, then you can put that on there, but they just can't be called the same thing. I couldn't put another gangster theme on there because I've already got one. So yeah, kind of need to be careful about what you're taking from the marketplace. If you're trying to, because higher up, the more upgrades you give this, the more points it's worth. If I flip this over, it should have a points tally. So at the moment it has, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 icons. So I'm pretty sure quality counts as an icon, so 5 would be worth 20. But if I got another tick, it goes up to 25. Get another sort of upgrade, and yeah, I think the highest I've seen is like an 8. I don't think I've seen much higher than that. I mean, it goes up to 25, but I mean, you would basically be just focusing on one building. I think I'd have to think. Like, yeah. Anyway, so money, clean up. Clean up is you discard all the market cards. If for any reason you have a closed attraction, and there will be times when you will be made to have a closed attraction whether you like it or not, they become reopened. Closed attractions don't gain coins at the coin stage. Yeah, then you do it again, and that happens for 8 rounds. 8 rounds in total. When you go through all these blue ones and get to the start of these red ones, there will also be this card as a divider. Now this means that you cannot get any more blueprint cards unless you have a card that specifically says you can. So yeah, events and abilities only, it says there. So once you get to the halfway point, you can't get any more blueprints. And frankly, playing the game, even if you unless you're like really confident that you're going to get lucky and get a blueprint that favors you. I mean, playing it recently, I know that the guy I was playing it with had an event that was basically like draw 2 blueprints, you can discard them both. So if you don't like them, then you can discard them, and I think that is a reasonably common theme with those sort of cards. They may make you keep one, and if you don't like either of them, I don't know that it really matters, because I'm pretty sure that there's a medium one and you still lose 10 coins or 10 points, so you're kind of stuck. Or if you don't complete a blueprint, it's minus 10 points. I keep going to say coins, but it's points. But say for instance I get to the end of this game and I somehow complete that top half, that's 35 points, and somehow, although it would be amazingly difficult, also do the bottom part, 55 points. But that is an insane difficulty. So yeah. Let's see what else there is. So each of these sort of have their own little let me reset the board for a sec. Where is it? There it is. Load. So each of these have their own sort of difficulty. As you can see there. So Vampire is apparently quite unfair. Well, I'm not sure if that's... let's pull out some cards and have a look. That's the loan, and that's the score sheet. That's... oh, well, those are probably it, aren't they? They're probably very unfair. And a park card. Alright, so don't really need that one. I'm just sort of looking at these for now. Let's flip those over. So, I mean, those are still pretty... each park with at least one theatre scores at 5 extra stars. Yeah, so I mean, those are still pretty friendly. Oop. What about these ones? Wow. Wow. Half your coins rounded down. Or half your score rounded down. Fuck. Close all sideshows. Choose one staff member in your park and make them unavailable. So yeah, staff members can also be unavailable. These shouldn't really be too unfair. Easy, medium, or difficult, insane. Yeah, so I mean, there's a reasonable balance there. I mean, they're not all insane. Let's make some room. Then, I mean, these will all be pretty... ah, here's another thing. So, let me show you something here. These have... like, these make up a scene. That one goes at the end. Haunted house. That one goes there. There you go, you can see it's starting to take shape. So there should be one more, right? This is one of these. It is not. There's the last one. What the hell, where was the last one? It's weird. Must have completely missed it, did I? Oh, there we go, found it. Yes, I did completely miss it. So there you go. That is this park's panorama. So each deck has one of these. This one, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you do complete this, then you do get bonus points. But I'd have to look in the rule book to make sure, and yeah. So don't quote me on that. I'm only like maybe 10%. I know I've heard it, maybe, but it may have just been like, you know, each pack has a panorama and you get no points. I mean, I knew that they all had one of these. I won't go through and find all of them, but yeah, there you go. We'll have a quick look at these things. There's apparently a lot of unfairness in here. I mean, they're all pretty standard, actually. You know, they all have a top half and a bottom half, and the bottom half usually targets something, usually another player, and the top half is usually just you. Like, you know, you search through the park discard pile and just choose a card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for unfair. I've been enjoying these sorts of games, one, because of the round limit, so you know it's not going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. So yeah, they're yeah, quite good. There's a few of them around that I've played. But I enjoy this one in general. It's quite good. I try and play it whenever I can. either on Tabletop Simulator. I've now got a physical version, which I didn't have until recently, and on the rare occasions where I actually have people to play that with, I will drag it out because it is fun to play. So yeah, that is Unfair. So I think this cost me, oh geez, I'm trying to think now, I think it was about 60. I don't know, I can't remember. I think, let me Google it and see how much it would cost you. Unfair board game. I have a feeling, it was about the 60 mark. Yeah, there we go, alright, so yeah. Online here it has as $57.95. I'm pretty sure I paid more than that, but anyway. That's what you get for trying to shop local. But they're always good to me because they give me a 10% discount, so... yeah, so Unfair. I'm not sure that there's really anything else. I know that there is meant to be a expansion, like more of those decks coming. I'm not sure when that's coming, but the last thing I heard is that it would be coming at some stage. No word as to when it is going to be out. Yeah, so again, as always, if you've played Unfair, or if you have any questions, then leave a comment, tell us about your experience with Unfair, tell us whether you liked it or not. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, there you go, Unfair. Recommend you go and get this. It is a lot of fun, 2 to 5. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.